This is the Air Force Reconnaissance Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunter Flight Mission 303. Hurricane Fiona is currently undergoing rapid intensification. The convection has not fully enclosed the eye, but it is forming very rapidly. If you look at the initial loops, the eastern eye wall had very little convection, and now it is becoming almost fully enclosed with the CDO. So the central dense overcast was primarily only on the western side, but now it's starting to wrap around the center and fully enclose the eye. Once this happens, the pressures will really drop. And I mean really drop. Once that eye becomes very concentric, once you get a fully enclosed eye wall, the storm will be able to rapidly intensify. And when I mean rapidly intensify, I'm talking about 3 to 5 millibars every couple hours. Like 3 to 5 millibars in an hour is not out of the question. Very little shear. I mean, look at the loop right now. I'm speeding it up. There's hardly any wind shear right now. There's really good outflow on all sides. The storm is fully enclosed. On the southwest side, on the north side, south side, east side, west side, there's a full envelope of convection around the eye. While the north side didn't have the strongest thunderstorms, it's starting now. Right now, so now that this dense cloud cover is starting to wrap around the eye, the storm will be able to really deepen right now. And so let's look at the aircraft reconnaissance right now. This last update was as of 4:22 UTC, which is 11:22 p.m. So yeah, they should have updated by now. It's a little concerning that they did not. It hasn't updated in a while. 422Z, they should have updated by now. It looks like they're not transponding. This is very concerning, actually. This is a little concerning. But based on what I'm seeing right now, it's safe to say that Fiona is now a Category 3 hurricane. It's a Cat 3 now. It was almost a Cat 3 in the last advisory, pass about an hour ago. Now it's a Cat 3 for sure. The last advisory, it was very lopsided. The last pass through was very lopsided. It's still considered a Category 2, but keep in mind, they're forecasting for her to become a major hurricane any moment. So yeah, that's definitely reasonable. The Turks and Caicos right here is under hurricane warning, which I definitely think is a good idea because the western eye wall, maybe the western eye wall, the outermost eye wall will reach those islands here. So yeah, hurricane warnings are definitely necessary here. I mean, look at this right here, very lopsided. Now it's very developed. The eye is becoming circular. She's starting to have a healthy eye develop right now. And if you look at the visible shortwave imagery, oops, wrong. Yeah, wrong one. Okay. I mean, it does look like it's kind of moving west. Like, I mean, you could say, oh, look, it's moving west. Really what it's doing, the eye is still not fully circular, so it's kind of pinwheeling around, but its general motion is still northwest. Still moving healthy north-northwest direction. See? So it's still moving in the direction that the forecasters anticipated. Come on, update already. Latest 10 minutes. This is very concerning, actually. The fact that the data is not coming in is very, very, very concerning. I'm concerned that either they're just not having some communication issues or something happened with the plane. Most likely it's the first thing, that they're just not having some communication issues or something happened with the plane. Most likely it's the first thing, that they're just not having some communication issues or something happened with the plane. Most likely it's the first thing, that they're just not having some communication issues or something happened with the plane. Most likely it's the first thing, that they're just not having some communication issues or something happened with the plane. Most likely it's the first thing, that they're just not having some communication issues or something happened with the plane. Most likely it's the first thing, that they're just not having some communication issues or something happened with the plane. Most likely it's the first thing, that they're just not having some communication issues or something happened with the plane. Most likely it's the first thing, that they're just not having some communication issues or something happened with the plane. Most likely it's the first thing, that they're just not. Yeah, this is very concerning. Very, very concerning. Come on. Either way, she's already a Cat 3. By the 5 a.m. advisory, she'll probably be at 125, between 125 and 135. So most likely, probably 120, 125. Her actual strength, she's already a Cat 3. I mean, probably a moderate Cat 3, probably 115, 120 right now. So now let's look at the visible, the Dvorak again, or yep. Eye wall starting to really develop. It's not a 4, probably won't become a 4 until later this afternoon. The eye wall is still pretty jagged. It's still kind of lopsided. The eye itself is still, if you look and you look at the pixels there, the eye isn't fully closed. It's not a circle. It's basically an oval, but it looks much healthier than just a few moments ago. Hurricane Fiona is going to absolutely hammer Bermuda, and then will absolutely hammer eastern Nova Scotia and Newfoundland. Newfoundland, people need to be looking at evacuating coastal areas. This is the area I'm really concerned about. So Cape Breton Island, and St. Pierre and Miquelon need to evacuate. Like this area, St. Pierre, people need to be looking at evacuating coastal areas. This area is going to be absolutely slammed with 110, 120 mile an hour winds. Even though she will be going in extratropical transition, there's a possibility of a 1938 type event here, especially anywhere that is east of the landfalling part of the storm. If you're less than 100 miles east of the eye wall or east of the landfall, you will be getting south winds, combined with the forward motion, possibly with gusts up to 170, 180 miles an hour. Even though she will not be fully tropical and will be going in extratropical transition, the forward momentum will cause an acceleration of the winds. This area is in extreme danger looking at later in the week. Also, Bermuda is going to be east of the center of circulation from what I looked at. So coastal areas, low-lying areas need to evacuate. Bermuda is very used to hurricanes, but this may be the strongest storm to impact Bermuda in a very long time. Potentially even worse than Hurricane Juan back in 2003. This could be worse than Juan. Like this could be the strongest storm that Bermuda has seen in a very long time. Yeah, Fabian. This might be worse than Hurricane Fabian. Keep in mind, Hurricane Fabian, when it impacted Bermuda, was a Cat 3 hurricane. We're looking at a Cat 4 hurricane potentially passing close to Bermuda. And then after Fabian, you had Isabel, and right after, before Fabian, you had Hurricane Juan. This is also a Cape Verde hurricane. Alrighty, there we go. The data does look kind of screwed here. Yeah, the data looks kind of screwy here. Looks like they had some technical difficulties, but yeah, it's passed through the eye. But looks like well under 970s. See, she's already in the 960s. As I said, undergoing rapid intensification. As the pressure deepens, the wind will intensify. Not just because of the tightening of the circulation, but because of, of the difference between high and low pressure. And now we're going to have to contend with another potentially major hurricane from an invest that's already forming in the Atlantic. And this could potentially impact the Gulf Coast in about 2 weeks. And here we go. There's that invest. And Gulf Coast, and then, we may even come here. Yeah, looks like not good. Yeah, you're looking at a really strong hurricane in the Gulf. How strong, that remains to be seen. But that looks to be like a Category 3, Category 4 storm. Wow, that is some crazy heat. This is definitely a very, very warm blob bridge over the eastern U.S. Yeah, very warm fall, then followed by very cold winter. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Of course, that is probably not going to happen. I mean, they were showing hundreds here. And then in actual, it's probably going to be in the high 80s. But yeah, my mom is going to be like, what? It's in the 90s. Holy crap. Look at that. That is going to cause some severe weather. Oh yeah, that's definitely going to cause severe weather. And when that comes out of the Rockies, you better be ready for some really violent storms. That actually happens. That I'm not sure, but this hurricane, that storm is definitely going to happen. Yeah, because I'm supposed to be on a flight to New York on the 3rd. Looks like a Cat 2, maybe Cat 3. Yeah. Let's look at satellite imagery again. I just want to see what major changes have occurred. Boom. There we go. This is not good. See that major blowup of convection? So it's already fully enclosed. You already have a pretty healthy, what appears to be a category strong Cat 2, maybe low end Cat 3 already. Pressure is already down in 960s. So I'm about to go to bed. I unfortunately do not have my PC with me. I'm going to have it in a week. I have my laptop computer. I will try to stream on my laptop. So I will have to download, I believe, OBS. So I will be able to stream on my laptop from my computer. So I'm going to be heading to bed because I have work tomorrow. I drive for Amazon. Also, today I didn't really have a good day. I just had a really bad route and my phone didn't work. Actually, the route wasn't too bad. It was more so just I had some bad stops. It's still pretty jagged, but it's starting to really intensify. The storm's really starting to gather its strength. Status is in the storm. Finished. They're still considered in storm. But they already made 4 passes. I think they're heading back to Puerto Rico right now. I think they're finished after this. Okay. They didn't pass through the right front quadrant. They passed east through west. They should have didn't. Anyway, I'm heading to bed right now. Thank you for watching. I just noticed something a little bit concerning. This is what it is. So I'm breathing in right now. We're breathing in, right? Yeah, you hear that? That's asthma. My asthma is acting up because of the allergies. It's a little bit dusty in here and it's triggering my asthma. It's not like I can't breathe, it's just that it's whistling. That's because my airway is a little inflamed. But I'm not gasping for breath. I'm not having shortness of breath. I'm just wheezing. Like normally when I cough, the wheezing would go away for a bit and then it will come back. See, like right now I'm breathing in. See, the wheezing is a little better after I coughed. This is common among asthma. My asthma is not worse in the winter. It's actually worse around this time of year or because of indoor allergies. There's also a lot of dust where I am. That's why I drink Claritin frequently. Anyway, going to bed, guys. Thank you for watching. Good night. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more interesting content. And just before I go, I will be reminding you guys that I will be doing uploads, not just live streams, but actual uploads. I'm currently in the process of making David Schlotthauer, direct weather, and I will make a winter forecast map. Hopefully by the end of October, I will make a winter forecast map. I think I have a way I can do it now. I have the proper app. I think it's Paint. So I was able to do some downloads because I'm also a fan of making EAS scenarios. I will not be doing that on this channel. This channel is solely for making weather forecasts and storm chasing. That will be done on a separate channel. Anyway, I just want to thank you all and good night. Um, and I will occasionally talk about earthquakes and volcanoes, but not too much. Also, kudos to Geology Hub for making a video about how melting glaciers will make volcanic eruptions worse, especially in volcanoes that are covered with glaciers. Yes, climate change will make volcanic eruptions more likely. Because as glaciers melt, the amount of pressure that is required for an eruption will lower. So you'll have there will be less pressure on the magma chamber. So you'll have less pressure be required before it erupts again. As basically you release the pressure. It's not like just pulling the cork on the bottom and go pip. It's basically like slowly opening the bottle, like a can of soda. You're just slowly uncapping it, and that will allow some pressure to be released. Because sometimes a glacier can add years, even decades, on a volcanic magma chamber. Depends on how deep the chamber is. Anyway, I'm just tired right now. I'm going to bed. Thank you, everyone. Good night, and look, this is already a major hurricane. Look at that. Look at all that convection. You know what? I'm going to stay up until 1 a.m. I changed my mind. I want to see how much more this can actually strengthen. Yeah, I'm not going to bed. I'm staying up. It's still in storm. Anyway,